When my daughter started drawing pictures of me dead, I thought it was just a phase. Kids are weird, right? The first drawing showed up on the fridge a few weeks ago. I was half awake grabbing some coffee when I noticed a new crayon sketch next to her usual stick figure family doodles. But this one was different. The bright reds, yellows, and blues were gone, replaced by thick, messy black lines. It showed a stick figure with a crooked smile labeled Daddy, impaled on a giant spike. Blood of the crayon version of it gushed from the top of my head in heavy red streaks. I just stood there, not sure how to feel. Jenny walked in, dragging her stuffed bunny, and climbed up on the kitchen stool. "Hey, sweetie," I said, "what's this one about?" She glanced at me, completely calm. "It's from my dream." "Your dream?" I laughed, a little uneasy. "That's intense." She just nodded and poured herself some cereal like nothing was wrong. I took the drawing and tossed it in the trash. That should have been the end of it. 2 days later, I found the second one under my pillow. This time, the daddy stick figure was being ripped apart by what looked like wild dogs round mouths full of teeth, red, angry eyes, and all snarling. Again, way too much red crayon. "Jenny," I said when she got home from school, "these drawings, they're starting to get kind of scary." She gave me a little wink. "He told me to draw them." "Who?" She shrugged. "Just the man in the walls." My skin crawled. I told myself it was just her imagination again. Maybe something she picked up from a cartoon or a spooky kid in her class. Still, I emailed her teacher, Mrs. Carter, just to be sure. She replied the next morning. "Jenny is a very imaginative child, exceptionally talented, actually. Some kids just process the world differently. Yes, she talks a lot about her dreams, but they're only dreams. Let me know if you'd like any resources, Mrs. Carter. Only dreams, right?" A week later, something happened that I couldn't explain. I was out back, chopping wood near the shed. One of the big branches, thick and old, suddenly broke loose above me. I heard it at the last second before it slammed into my shoulder. The pain was blinding, but I managed to crawl away. No major injuries, just a bruised collarbone. I iced it and tried to shake it off. That night, Jenny left another drawing on the kitchen table. It showed me by the shed, crushed under a massive branch, blood and all. But here's the part that made me stop cold. I was wearing the exact same hoodie as in the drawing, same lettering, same boots, even the same act. "Jenny," I said, my voice shaking, "when did you draw this?" She looked up from her juice box. "Before school." "No, I mean before or after. I got hurt today." "Before," she said, frowning a little, "but I guess I messed up. You didn't die." Then she skipped away, humming to herself, leaving me alone with the picture. I checked the trash where I'd thrown the old drawings. They were all still there. Too specific, too real, impossible to ignore now. I started keeping a record. She made a new drawing every night, sometimes two, always of me, always dying. One where I was electrocuted in the bathtub. One where I jumped off the roof. One where a plastic bag was pulled over my head, my fingers clawing at it. They were getting more detailed and more real. Sometimes I'd wake at 3 a.m. and hear her crayon scratching from across the hall. I stopped sleeping. Then on Tuesday, I found a drawing that chilled me to the bone. It showed me lying in bed, eyes wide open, mouth agape, blood pouring from my ears. Above me something massive and black, faceless, but shaped like a person. Its body was made of lines, like frozen TV static caught mid-buzz at the top. In red crayon, "Tomorrow." That night, I locked my bedroom door, unplugged everything, slept with a flashlight and a baseball bat. Every creak in the walls made me jump. At 4:10 a.m., the baby monitor, which I hadn't used in months, crackled to life. No voices, just static. I unplugged it. But when I woke in the morning, the picture was gone. In its place, a new one. Same bed, same body, same in blood. Caption was, "You got lucky." I confronted her. I know she's only 6. I know she's just a child. But I was falling apart. "What is this, Jenny? Tell me the truth." She looked up and for the first time her eyes filled with tears. "He says I have to." "Who?" "The man in the wall. He talks on the radio. He tells me how you're going to die. He says if I don't draw it, then it really happened. I was shaking. This isn't real. This is your imagination, sweetheart. No, she whispered. Mommy didn't believe me either. I froze. Oh, what do you mean? She told me to stop drawing her. Said it was scary, so I stopped. Her voice dropped lower. Then she died. I couldn't breathe. My wife, Evelyn, passed 6 months ago, sudden aneurysm, no warning. Jenny had been home. She was the one who found her. I thought she'd blocked it out. Maybe she hadn't, or maybe... I ran to the attic and pulled out her old sketchbooks, the ones we hadn't touched since the funeral. Buried deep between crayon scribbles was a single page. Mom lying in a hospital bed, bruised eyes, blood dripping from her nose, and behind her, that same faceless, static man figure, dated 2 days before she died. That night, I tore every drawing off the walls, burned the sketchbooks in the fireplace. Jenny watched from the stairs, silent. I'm sorry, she whispered, but he's still here. We're in a diner now, holed up at a corner table with 2 backpacks and nothing else. She's sleeping beside me, clutching her bunny. And I'm writing this because I don't know what else to do. Maybe if someone reads it, they'll believe me. Maybe they'll find a way to stop it. The last drawing, it's still in the pocket of my coat. I haven't looked at it since we ran. I'm unfolding it now. It's not what I expected. It's me sitting at a table writing. Jenny, asleep beside me. And behind us, outside the window, is the static man. His face pressed against the glass, arms wide open, waiting, written above in perfect red crayon letters. You can't run. I didn't want to believe it, but that's when it hit me. I'm running from something I can't escape. I don't know what will happen next. I don't care. I'll keep running until whatever's coming finally catches me.